All right, welcome to the explainer. So, if you're a cloud user, you've probably felt this. You're hitting your usage limits way faster than you used to. Today, we're going to break down exactly why that's happening. And more importantly, we're going to show you how to slash those costs. Yeah, if that quote hits a little too close to home, believe me, you are not alone. We're seeing users all over X, even folks on the $200 a month plan, just watching their sessions get cut short almost instantly. It's a massive headache for anyone trying to get serious work done. So what's the real story here? Is it just peak hours making everything slow? Well, that's a tiny piece of the puzzle. But the real culprit? It's a huge, costly misunderstanding of how cloud actually thinks about tokens. Let's get into it. Okay, here's the game plan for today. First, we got to tackle the core problem, how tokens actually work. Then we're going to walk through 3 tiers of hacks, starting with the easy wins, moving up to the power moves, and finishing with some pro-level strategies. And by the end, we'll completely reframe how you approach your workflow to get the most out of every single dollar. All right, first things first. We have to understand the basic currency of the AI world, and that's the token. Because really, this is what you're paying for. So you can basically think of a token as about one word. Seems simple enough, right? But here's the trap. The real cost isn't just the words you're typing now. It's the cost of Claude going back and rereading those same words over and over and over again. Okay, and this is where the hidden cost really hits you. Every time you send a new message, Claude doesn't just read that new message. No, it goes all the way back to the beginning and rereads the entire chat history. This right here is the light bulb moment. This is why your costs are exploding. And get this, it's staggering. A developer actually analyzed a long chat and found that a whopping 98.5% of all tokens used were just for rereading the old chat history. Think about that. Less than 2% of your money was going towards getting you new, useful stuff. That is just a massive waste. And this chart, it shows that compounding effect perfectly. Look, your first message might be, say, 500 tokens. But by the time you're on message number 30 in that same chat, you're not just paying a little bit more. You could be paying over 15,000 tokens for that one prompt. That's more than 30 times the cost. All thanks to what I like to call the rereading tax. Okay, so now that we know what the problem is, let's talk solutions. We'll start with tier 1, the easy wins. These are super simple habits you can build right now that will immediately stretch your session life and give you the most bang for your buck. This is it. The number 1 single most effective thing you can do. Stop dragging the conversation about Project A into a new task for Project B. Every time you switch tasks, treat it like a brand new chat. That /clear command, it's about to become your new best friend. Seriously. All right, now here's a sneaky one. A totally invisible token drain. See, every single MCP server you have connected, it loads its entire definition set into your context with every single message. Just one of those can tack on over 18,000 tokens of overhead. So make it a habit. Add an MCP when you start and disconnect anything you're not actively using. Look, why would you pay that rereading tax 3 times if you can get away with paying it just once? Instead of that slow drip of back and forth questions, do this, now do this, batch it. Put all your related instructions into one single clear prompt. It's such a simple change, but it stops you from paying for the same history over and over. You know the saying, you can't fix what you can't see? Well, the @context command is your flashlight. It shows you exactly what's eating up your tokens. Is it the chat history, an MCP you forgot about, a huge file? And add cost gives you that real-time feedback on your spending. Think of these 2 commands as your new diagnostic toolkit for hunting down waste. Okay, tier 1 is done. Let's level up to tier 2, the power moves. These are for those of you who want to go beyond the quick fixes and really start proactively managing your tokens like a pro. Okay, this is super important. Your Claude.md file, it gets reread on every single message just like the rest of your chat. So do not treat it like a junk drawer for all your context. You've got to keep it lean, ideally under 200 lines. Think of it more like an index or a table of contents that just points Claude to bigger files when it needs them. Here's another one. Don't wait for Claude to clean up its own memory. The automatic cleanup only kicks in at like 95% capacity, but by that point, the model's already getting fuzzy and forgetting important stuff from the middle of your conversation. You need to take control, run/compact yourself when you hit around 60%. That way you keep the good stuff fresh. You ever step away to grab a coffee, come back, send one prompt, and bam, half your limit is gone? Well, this is why. Claude has a cache to save you from reprocessing costs, but it clears out after just 5 minutes of inactivity. So when you come back, your very next prompt forces it to reread everything from scratch at full price. The lesson? If you're stepping away for more than a few minutes, just /clear the chat first. And now, Tier 3, the pro-level strategy. This is where we go beyond just in-the-moment hacks. This is about thinking strategically, choosing the right tools for the job, and even timing your work to get the absolute most juice from your subscription. Okay, let's be real. Using Opus for everything is like using a sledgehammer to hang a picture frame. Yeah, it's powerful, but it's also super expensive and total overkill for most jobs. Make Sonnet your daily driver for most coding tasks. Save the beast, Opus, for that really deep, heavy-lifting architectural planning. And for simple stuff, like formatting code or running small subagents, the cheaper, faster Haiku is your go-to. You also need to play the clock. Your session limit actually drains faster during peak hours. Think weekdays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern. So be smart about it. Save your really big, token-hungry jobs. I'm talking major refactors, complex multi-agent stuff, for the off-peak hours like evenings or weekends. I guarantee you'll get way more done before you hit that limit. And let's go back to that Claude.md file. I want you to start thinking of it less as a context file and more as a project constitution. This is where you store your core principles, your key architectural decisions, your non-negotiable rules. Why? Because every decision you write down here is a whole paragraph you don't have to retype and repay for ever again. You can even add rules that teach Claude how to save you tokens. So when you put all these pieces together, you can really change how you think about that usage limit. It stops being the source of constant frustration, and instead, it becomes a yardstick for how productive you're actually being. Okay, so here's your 5-minute action plan. Right after this is over, I want you to do these 5 things. 1. Run/context in whatever chats you have open. See where you're bleeding tokens. 2. Select any MCC servers you're not using. 3. Make it a habit to use /clear before you start a new task. 4. Batch your next set of instructions into one prompt. And 5. Keep your usage dashboard open. Just have it there so you can pace yourself. Look, at the end of the day, this isn't really a limits problem. It's a context hygiene problem. And from now on, hitting your limit when you're actually being efficient, that's not a failure. That's a badge of honor. It means you're a power user squeezing every drop of value out of this tool. And now, you've got the playbook to make sure every single token you pay for is money well spent.